from the cave. Yes, I am free. Welcome to hell. This is a very special episode today. What will happen? I don't know. What is the secret of my amulet? Why did I receive it? Why was I left on a doorstep as a young boy? Why? Oh, look over there, sinners. Do you see? It's our friend Warren Talbot. Hey, Warren.
I'm getting real tired of Halloween in hell. I gotta tell you, I'm really tired of the Halloween season. I'm going nuts, okay? Going nuts. You know what they're making me do? They're making me watch werewolf movies.
The demons are making you watch werewolf movies?
Yes, I gotta watch Lon Chaney lumber through a Wolfman fucking movie again. I'm gonna lose my mind. I gotta watch Paul Naschy, that's the Spanish Robin Williams for you, pretend to be a Wolfman but also Frankenstein in the same movie. I'm gonna bite somebody. I want a werewolf to represent werewolves. Benicio del Toro, he was a werewolf. What did you do? You covered him in CGI. That guy could have transformed right in front of you. I'm getting real worked up. We got to get the hell out of here.
It's just your passion. It's so close. It's so close to Halloween Eve. It's so close to Halloween, and that is when the blue moon will rise. 2 full moons in a month. That's got to drive you nuts.
This episode's pretty stacked. I mean...
Oh, stacked it is, boys. Stacked it is. See the name.
Adam, Sarah.
There you are. Turns out this is a very special episode because next week we may all be free. We may find out the secret of that amulet around his silly little neck there.
I don't know. Something always goes wrong. Who knows what craziness? Aura!
I mean, she knows.
Yeah.
If anybody knows, she knows.
I do know, and it's becoming painful.
Yes, it looks painful.
Looks like you're being swallowed by a gang of eyes.
Yes, you're just becoming eye.
Yeah.
Soon you will just be Igora. Nothing but eyes.
Oh, is she having a vision right now?
Oh, wait, is it happening again?
No.
Or is she just shocked?
I don't know. Maybe I just blew her mind. Nope, I think that's a vision.
No, that's a vision. Yep. I couldn't
That's
tell
a vision.
for a second.
That looks like a vision to me.
There was a pregnant pause.
It looks like a vision. Yeah, she's still going.
Oh.
Ooh.
Not even a word this time. No word at the end.
Well, gentlemen, I'll have you know.
This isn't funny.
It's not. It is a bit funny.
I'm here for you, but I don't know how to be. You know,
It isn't funny.
there's a lot going on around you.
Yeah, it's funny. Having no premonition of what these visions have been, you kind of saw what I think the transformation is going to become. Igora? How the fuck did you figure that out?
Just a guess. I mean, you know, she gets swallowed by eyes.
Process of elimination that would lead to Igora, and the eyes have it.
That's what all the visions are about? That can't be.
That can't just be it. It's got to be more if these things are cropping up on her.
Of course it is. But of course, as per usual, that's all I can say.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Well, if she does become some sort of a powerful being, I mean, she's going to have a raise of some kind.
Well, you let me deal with that. That's not for you to whirl your pretty little heads about before next week. Let's just let's focus on bringing some nice punishment to all the sinners out there in the form of your show, Vincent and Warren. So what say we get going with this, your pre-Halloween extravaganza? Yes. Funny enough, I've made friends, been here with the Malbolges. We've come to an agreement. You see, I give in to them and they give in to me, and we are going to make sure that this show, this Halloween, is the best ever.
Yes, we will escape and Are you coming with us?
See, I don't know.
I
John.
mean, we shouldn't be talking about.
We shouldn't talk.
Yeah, well,
This is a production meeting we're having on the air too, so we shouldn't even be talking.
Halloween show!
Good luck.
He didn't end this time getting molested by creatures, so I feel like he's on the upswing. We're on the upswing. This is all too good to be true.
And if you've seen this show before, you know that that's true. Speaking.
Before they speak to you, what does it feel like? Is it like hurt? Is it pain?
Yeah, it's like a pressure. It's like they're trying to get out. It's like they're pushing. It's like perhaps I'm growing some sort of horns. And horns are starting to come out of my head. It's quite horrifying. That's quite awful.
I don't want it.
It's quite awful, and they're telling me that our next guest is an old friend. It's Sarah from Eroticasaurus.
Hey!
Welcome to Hey!
Oh, hello. Thank you. Hi. Hello, Vincent.
Hello. So wonderful to see you.
Hello, dog person.
So nice to see you too, Warren.
Okay, Warren, right.
He's not a dog man. Dog men are scarier than Warren.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Are you like this all the time, or only? Because I don't think it's a full moon.
I'm just kind of generally like this. When there's
He
like
won't change back.
I can't.
I've asked him about it.
My family thinks I do this out of protest because I have less than favorable things to say about humans. And it's not the case. This is just kind of how it's always been. Once specific moons make me turn into a larger wolf, I just get hairier and bigger.
Oh.
And the blood
3 days
moon or something like that, it turns him into a larger werewolf.
Yeah. 3 days a month, I'm not a lot of fun to be around either.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Warren.
Yeah, he made the same joke about me having my period.
That's fun. Yeah, that's fun. It's fun. That's a fun thing.
Yeah.
But thank you. Thank you for answering questions about that. I appreciate you sharing your experience.
They say you die again when people forget your name. So you just say, Warren Talbot told me this, and then I'm not really dead.
Okay.
Just remember my name.
Yeah. I'll try. It depends on which of us dies first. I don't know. Okay. This is not, I do like, hell is okay. Hell is not that, I mean.
Considering.
Comparatively.
Yeah.
It's been a lot nicer down here lately. Yeah.
That's good.
Weird. I don't want to jinx it, but here we are.
Yeah, knock on
brimstone.
Yeah, knock on brimstone, right. Do you see me searching for it?
Yeah.
You found it, thank you.
So Sarah, you host Eroticasaurus, which is one of my favorite podcasts, because it's so absurd, and you take the readings very seriously.
So we've been doing this podcast for about a year. We're on the Slash and Cats network, horror network, and we read. My co-host Josh and I read, or whoever is on the show. We read horror and monster and non-living normal things.
Right.
Erotica. So like M&Ms and the Mothman.
Like jet planes.
Jet planes, yes, absolutely.
Yes.
We read the erotica, and we do take it seriously because people have written it in a way that they want people to. We read it in the spirit with which it was intended, but then we also talk a lot about our own sexual adventures And it's fun, and it's crazy, and it's wild. And sometimes, sometimes Frankenstein pounds your butt. He just does.
Sometimes, yes. Well, we love sexual adventure, so at least I do.
Yeah, see, I brought my sexy bed.
It's a very red room there.
It kind of reminds me of the room in Bram Stoker's Dracula when all the vampire brides
Oh yeah, that's what that looks like. That's sheesh.
It's the same one. It's the same one.
That was.
I've just had it steam cleaned.
Speaking of erotic adventures, woo!
Wowie, wow.
Wow!
Yeah, I got to get through this because I got some people banging down the door. If you know what I'm talking about. It's after midnight, right? I'm turned into a pumpkin.
Oh, that's fine.
Hey, Chuck Tingle wrote about it.
I can get down with a pumpkin.
Is it okay if I do a little? I share a little bit of my podcast with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, please. It is the. Vincent Welles don't listen to many podcasts. Eroticasaurus is like one of the only ones.
What's the number one podcast in hell?
Eroticasaurus.
Oh wow! All right, so let's play a little game. Okay, that help? All right, I'd like to play a little game. So we're gonna do a little bit of I don't know, you guys, since Eroticasaurus is like the number one podcast now, you guys probably know all this. But I'm going to ask you a couple of trivia questions about some of the readings we've done in past episodes. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So the first one this is going to be so easy. In the most recent episode, it was called The Priestesses of Northshire Abbey, Chapter 1, which is World of Warcraft erotica. The author describes the female character's primary sex organs as the following: A, wet sex; B, turgid wet pleasure button; C, gooey sex tunnel; or D, all of the above.
I'm gonna go with.
Do you want me to read them again?
I'm going with D. I'm going with D. I was thinking maybe just turgent, but
yeah, I like B.
D is my favorite. It sounds like a trick.
B is so Warren, you're going with turgid wet pleasure button?
Yes.
And Vincent, you're going with all of the above.
I think it's all of them.
They're all so beautiful. How can you choose, right?
Yes.
The answer is D. All of the above.
I would have gotten with
I win.
Yeah. That's the thing. The thing about sometimes they don't. It's like you could just use one. You could just call it wet sex the whole time and we'd be fine. But they like to be. You just want to use this language. So let me read a little. I'll read you the actual.
Turgent.
I'll read you the section that this comes from. This is The Priestesses of Northshire Abbey, Chapter 1. When she came to her senses, this is after the lead character has masturbated herself into and then passed out.
Right.
When she came to her senses, the forest was again filled with the sounds of sex. That's what we're here for, right? She risked one last glance and saw that Drusilla was on her back again, and the lumberjack was fucking her gooey sex tunnel. For all Drusilla was smiling up at him, using that sultry voice of hers to urge him on. So that was just one example of the examples.
Gooey sex tunnel.
That is my favorite.
Sex tunnel.
Gooey sex. See, I didn't.
Lumberjacks. Ooh.
That could be it. But because I figured turgid love button is something that's so specific that there's no way it doesn't exist. It has to exist. Gooey sex tunnel, I was a little surprised with, but I accept it.
Yeah.
I am going to actively try and use the word turgid. Turgent?
Turgid.
I'm going to actively try and use it in my daily life.
Lots of things can be turgid. Lots of things can be turgid.
Yeah.
Especially in hell.
It says.
Especially in hell.
Because it's a fascinating word.
Yes. The mind flayers can be turgid. There.
Yes, they can.
The mind flayers. The guys that they go in your brain.
They flay your mind. Well, that was quite erotic.
It was great fun. Yes.
And such is your podcast, Eroticasaurus, erotic and fun, and everyone should check it out.
Yes. Before you go.
Yeah.
One more question.
Yes, one more question.
How do you want this to end?
Yeah, like if you were going to die, say, right now, is there a sexy way that you could think of to die? Or just, how would you prefer to die?
Oh, yeah, so I die at the end?
Yeah.
Well, we're not going to kill you.
We're not going to kill you. I mean, how would you want to? It's a hypothetical question.
I think that people above me are fucking really, really hard. And then
it just caves in.
And it caves in, yeah.
Just like a heart-shaped bed falls down right on top of you.
Yeah.
The end.
He drowns in a champagne-shaped jacuzzi. Well, thank you for joining us, Sarah from Eroticasaurus. We love having you. We love the Red Room.
Thank
Please,
you very much.
When the dark portal opens again, do join us.
I will. Yeah, there's people are getting railed above me. It's
all power to them.
Yeah, right. Not
wish.
Wow.
Be careful. Just watch out. Don't let
things are starting to crack. I think I'm just gonna. I'm gonna try to run up there.
Yeah, get involved. You know, just like the pizza. It's just be like, I'm the pizza guy.
Yeah,
I got extra pepperoni.
Yeah, I got extra.
I'm here to fix your cable.
You got a turgid love button. I think I.
Celebrating the Raging Psycho's win for Champions of the Universe wouldn't be complete without fireworks as big as the Statue of Liberty and just as French. Stomp their smart balls into outer space, Raging Psychos! Fireworks from Explovo, America's largest distributor of fireworks, will make you knuckle fucks tell God to go fuck himself. With explosions to hold you in captivation tighter than a straitjacket, we got a titty load of fireworks. From buzzers, outers, dinos, frankenshits, landfill makeouts, bleep bloops, and all this in a package more tantalizing than the prose of John Donne for only $24.95. Order now and you'll get a packet of Gotham Screams and a brick of Mad About Yous. And we'll also send you a monthly safety magazine, Finger Blast. How not to? Ah, my hand! All of this can be yours from Explovo. God bless you, Raging Psychos!
Oh, you caught me! We're back! Welcome to hell. Thank you to our sponsor for sponsoring whatever it is that they are sponsoring on this show.
We're going to get a lot of calls about them. The company that makes them is called Coyote.
Yes, that's questionable. That company that's kind of a questionable thing to do, I suppose. Not to. It's just.
Yeah, I would check them out if you want to.
Coyote. Check out Coyote, sinners.
Yeah.
Check out Coyote wherever Coyote is sold. Warren.
Yeah?
Warren, the voices in my head are calling to me. The demons are speaking. They're telling me it's time for our next guest.
Oh.
It's Caroline Moore. Welcome to hell.
Thank you so much for having me.
Round of applause. What brings you here to the realm of the undead? The dark portal has opened.
In your room.
Well,
you know.
The dark portal opens, and for some reason, we've been summoned.
I want to get into the Halloween spirit. You know, the pandemic and everything, it's not as festive. So I was excited to come to Hell tonight and, bring in the Halloween theme.
I got this. I got a human phone from the Double Black Market, and I stumbled across your Instagram. I don't have a TikTok yet because I feel like it's a younger person's racket, and I just don't have the patience.
When you're ready.
Yeah, I enjoy your videos. What's your Instagram name again?
Thank you so much. My Instagram name is Caroline Moore, but that's Mower with 3 O's because my name is that common.
What's your favorite Halloween memory as a child?
Ah, yes, excellent question.
Oh, that's a really good one. Okay. See, my grandparents, who were not super frivolous people, they were very practical, but at Halloween they would go all out and they would have all 3 doors of their house open and they would work all 3 doors, just the 2 of them, and they would dress as clowns every year, the same clown outfit, even in their 70s. And yeah, so I'd go over there and hang out, and that was really, really fun because they were like, do a fashion show, you look amazing, your costume's incredible, like just gassing me up for the night, just tell me I am the best.
Old clown giving away candy.
Yes.
Sounds scary though.
Yeah, and they were like onesies that like down the middle, so it was one side was stripes and the other side was polka dots, and they put on the wigs. It wasn't scary clown, it was like low clown.
It's hard this year, especially because it feels like there's a lack of Halloween spirit on account of the intensity of the world. So, we're here to hopefully help you get back into the Halloween spirit or feel the excitement around Halloween.
We can have fun. This year was full of horrors, but I feel like we can find a new way to celebrate some imaginative horrors.
I'm sorry?
Oh, Warren, Vincent, hello! My goodness!
Donna
Sharpstone. Please excuse me, I was just gardening. Don't worry about it.
Donna Sharpstone.
Hi, I'm fine.
Oh, and you have a guest. I thought you had a radio show, but you've gotten upgraded to a television show on the internet?
Yeah, it sure is a television show.
Good for you.
We're on TV.
Lovely guest that you have. Her dress is absolutely stunning. She got all done up. Looks like somebody thought about being on television. Hello. And who are
She's
you?
very sparkly. She's very sparkly.
Yeah, this is great. So it's really perfect timing that you arrived. We were just talking with our friend Caroline. She's sort of down that she's not really doesn't have a chance to get really into the Halloween spirit of things, and it's almost as if the worlds collided perfectly.
Yes, we're glad to have you.
Yeah. Do you have are you crafting anything right now? You working on stuff?
Well, it's funny that you should mention that. It is the most wonderful time of the year. Not for everybody. I understand the people who are a little bit hesitant about the whole Halloween thing may not like scary things all that much, but I have a few options. What about a centerpiece? Just a good seasonal centerpiece.
Yeah, to pull the attention to this.
Yes, exactly. For your dinner parties, when you have a bunch of people over, it's absolutely wonderful. Your standard sort of just... it's not a mason jar, it's just a glass jar, but we have some native corn.
Native corn.
Native indigenous American corn that for some reason they only dry this time of year and never let us eat. This is very special because this corn came from a particularly wonderful farm. A gentleman that I met down here, he said he used to have a corn maze, and so this came from the corn maze. And it's just by happenstance that, 20 or 30 children went missing over the years in that very field. So this is particularly special corn because if you listen very carefully, you can still hear them screaming.
Let the sinners at home hear the haunting of the corn. Oh, do you hear it, Caroline?
Yes, very clearly. It's very scary.
Well, you're stuck there. That's what you get for talking to strangers.
It's scarier than Left Behind.
What's that you got there?
Oh, this one. This one is also a centerpiece, a little bit more Halloween themed for those who are more appreciative of the holiday.
Yes, very, very Halloweeny. Halloweeny!
Halloweeny, yes. That is a very cutesy phrase.
Love that.
Cutesy phrase.
Where'd you get the black roses from?
Michael's.
Oh, I thought you had to climb to the top of the Black Mountain and fight the demon of Black Mountain.
I mean, those are wonderful roses. They do last all year long if you really want to put the effort in. But I'm thinking more for the common people. If you really, really don't want to put the effort in, you can go to my cause. These were gifts from a dear friend of mine, Lilith. You may have heard of her.
Oh, yes.
Lilith, yes. Yes. She and I were hanging out the other day, and I was telling her it was a little bit, not so festive in my circle, and she was like, well, take some of these flowers. And I was like, are you sure they are screaming? And she's like, no, please take them. I'm the only one who's allowed to touch them because she gifted them to me. If anybody gets too close to them and does touch them, they will be immediately transported into her personal domain, and God only knows what will happen to them then.
Oh.
But yes, otherwise, if you can't get Lilith roses, you can get them at Michael's.
Michael's!
Is that another craft I saw at the bottom of
yes, is there another
goodness, yes. And then we can't forget the other holiday that takes place, Dia de los Muertos.
Oh,
that's stunning.
That is beautiful.
And this one is particularly special because inside, to keep the flowers fresh and bright, is my favorite little secret.
Oh.
It's not glitter. Fuck glitter. This special pot. And you can do this particular technique with any of the styles that I've shown you, or any other style that you feel like you want to make. If you take any pot and any set of flowers, and then you take small clippings of the hair of everyone who's going to be at your dinner party, and then a little bit of dust from a Sabbath fire. There will be no such thing as a filter anymore. The most vile, terrible things that they are thinking will come out, and it will just be the most magnificent dinner party you have ever been to.
So what do you say, Caroline? Dutifully in the Halloween spirit now?
I am so in the Halloween spirit now, and I feel like this centerpiece is where to go because it'll be a conversation piece and perhaps bring in lots of gossip and scandal, which is really what the holidays are all about.
Caroline, before we go, we have one more question for you. If you had a pass from this earthly plane, how would you like it to go?
Swift, but I kind of want to know what's happening, but not for long.
We must depart from here, Warren.
Yes, we must. Sorry, folks, but thank you for coming. Thank you, Donna.
Thank you so much for being on the show. Donna.
It was a pleasure. Welcome to hell. Hope you enjoy your time.
Yes, and please have a happy Halloween. Please.
Yes, thank you. I'm in this
I beg of you.
to get there, so thank you.
There's always a way to have a happy Halloween, even if you're stuck in one place like we are.
Oh, what a time we've had.
Feel hopeful. Feel good. Feel like
I haven't seen an ex-wife so far.
No, I mean, we've got.
Yes, speaking, the demons, they speaketh to me. I feel them in my brains. Oh, we haven't gotten away after all. It's my ex-wife.
Are you done?
No, I'm not done. You your shoulders are radiant this evening.
Thank you. 45 years later, I get a compliment. That's very nice. Happy to be here, I guess, with my ex, who took all my dreams away from me. Excuse me, what was that?
I was going to say that I have been cursed to be visited by my 666 ex-wives.
Thank you for reminding me
That's
of
a
how many
fantastic
other women you shared.
You didn't know when we were married that there had been that many, and I suppose I should have.
You should have supported my career. You should have supported my dream to be a dancer on Broadway. I was really looking forward to be on that stage on the premiere of Chicago the Musical and really pop, sizzle, and just, not that I wanted to kill you the whole time, but it was just a dream of mine. I would have thought all these years later Broadway was going to collapse.
Well,
They're
wait
all
a second.
dead.
It seems like she got kind of close. What happened? Were you cast in Chicago? You made it?
Yes, I was. I was after my first rehearsal. We rehearsed the cell number. I was a wonderful dancer, and after the first rehearsal, we went for drinks to this Irish bar, and that's where I met Vincent, and he promised me that he was going to produce my own Broadway show and make me the star. And yes, Vincent?
I mean, you had on these, Warren, it's a long story. That I was in an Irish pub. I was searching for a specific leprechaun, and it was a leprechaun, a magical leprechaun. I'm not being derogatory towards little people. It was a magical leprechaun. He was in there somewhere, and I needed magical shoes to dance. And you, my dear, you had the magic shoes. I needed to woo you to obtain.
So you used me. You finally admitting that you used me and my magical dancing shoes.
Well, he's got nowhere to go. He's dead.
I needed the magical dancing shoes to dance a magical jig to make the leprechaun appear and get his gold. And all the gold would have been mine if you hadn't seduced me.
Well, you couldn't have shared it with her. I mean, she could find a place to turn gold to money.
I regret it because, on Broadway, after you turn 25, who are you? A ghost, senile. It was very hard for me to get back into it, and now here we are. But you know what? It's okay. I've started my own cult. It's called Zumba.
Well, there you go. A cult. Excellent.
Did I call it a cult? No. I meant my own business.
Oh.
Gotcha. Not a cult. It's a business.
No, it is a business. It's a legit business. Yes. Not like you, Vincent. You're not legit at anything.
What?
Alive.
I am an expert in many things. I obtained your dancing shoes, your magical dancing shoes. I stole them from you, and you can no longer dance.
Would you mind sending them back? Would you mind, at least? Which is the reason why I'm here. Because honestly, I think my business of Zumba will flourish if I have my magical dancing shoes back.
Very well. I mean, I could dig them up and send them your way.
Do you still have them, or do you sell them?
Did you carry these artifacts with you? What's going on?
I have, yes. I can reach into my coat pocket here. I'm the master of the occult. I can reach into my pockets and pull out any artifacts I wish. Which I don't have your shoes. I am sorry. If I would have known we were gonna bump into each other, I would have brought them. But I'm sure. Well, let me look. Give me just.
I've been dancing barefoot this whole time. I've been dancing barefoot.
What?
And you're telling me that I literally packed myself into this Zoom welcome from hell meeting.
You're doing quite well, even though without the magic shoes. I'm sure once we find them, you will take over the world.
It's not the same, It's not the same to have a Zumba. I don't like Zumbas at all. I like them in person.
Yes, I understand. It's very hard to control a mass of people from remote.
Dancing shoes.
Stop pretending that you're looking for them.
Looking for the magical dancing shoes.
I was always curious if he tucked his shirt in, and now I know he doesn't. So.
Magical dancing shoes. Shush. I I can't find them.
I'm done with this. Okay.
I'm sorry I ruined your life.
You are? You're really sorry, or are you just saying that?
I repent.
He had it
Wow.
coming. He had it coming.
I repent. Sinners.
That's something.
Sinners.
I'll take that.
Don't go chasing leprechauns. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to.
Burning hell.
Already done?
Oh. I mean, yes. As soon as the show's over, I will burn in hell.
I feel terrible for her.
Oh, yes. So all the sinners at home see that I rarely wear pants in hell.
You gotta, or else the land piranhas will start nipping, and no one wants it.
That's right, the land piranhas.
Yeah.
Warren, you know, sometimes I want to kill you all over again, and then there's moments like this where I'm like, at least somebody is going through the same thing I'm going through.
That's kind of like the spirit of New York City. You always can commiserate, huddled in a corner, in the cold, or in the heat. Makes me miss it. Well, one day New York will be dead, and it will be here too, with us. Oh boy, that looks good. What is that? Piss?
New York will make its way down here. A little bit of demon's blood.
Ooh, very nice.
Now I must go. I have finished. I have finished here, and I must return to the darkness. The dark portal closes.
Hey, next week we gotta start packing for our departure if we're gonna get out of here.
That's right. Next week we will see if the stories of this amulet are true. I've been trying to research. No, I haven't. I haven't done any research. I can't get it to work. I have no idea what's going to happen. Something's going to happen.
Something's gonna happen.
It is something horrible will happen.
And if you don't know what's happening, you should go on our YouTube page at Hell's Talk Show and find out. Watch previous episodes and catch up on the story. There's actually a story, sinners. I assure you.
I assure you things are afoot. Things are afoot. Things are afoot.
Don't let the bed bugs or the land piranhas bite.